Welcome back to ADNAC Accent Coaching. My name's Allison or Alison. How to sound younger in English without using your vocabulary. Because you know what? Say less, fam, because that's low key sus, right? I think it's really unfortunate when older people try and use young slang to sound younger, but they're accidentally actually just using appropriated African American English that's become popularized by internet slang. So here is how to sound younger in English by not changing any vocab, just changing one sound. And the sound we're going to change is E to So we're going to take return, report, retain to return, report, retain. Younger people are using the schwa sound in unstressed vowels now. And if you use the full vowel sound, you're going to sound a bit old fashioned. So I hear, let's say, I'm going to give an example of someone I watch on YouTube a lot, Lori Hill, wonderful woman. Her English is flawless. She's actually bilingual. Her native language is Russian, but she does have this way of speaking that makes her sound a little bit old fashioned. So she'll say, report, reward, return. Can you think of anyone that talks like that using those full vowels? Detain, direct, even direct, it's not the E sound, but we're going to change direct to direct, right? We can change diverse to diverse. So by changing these vowel sounds, you're keeping up with English being a moving target. And that's why you're going to sound younger, because as language goes on, and as people are born and learn to speak the language, it transforms over time. There's never going to be a language that stays the same. Languages have to evolve in order to continue existing. So when we talk about Latin and how it's a dead language, that's because that language is not spoken and used and it hasn't evolved. So it's more like an archaic kind of system of writing and retaining information that tells us a lot about English, tells us a lot about a lot of languages. But English itself has been changing, and people nowadays criticize it. People that are old, like Jordan Peterson, I'll give him as an example. Oh, we have to use these new pronouns and I don't want to be compelled to say certain things. Like, okay, grandpa, if you want to keep up with the world, you're going to have to learn new language. Language changes. I'm sure when Jordan Peterson was young, there were changes undergoing where we used to say mankind and now we say humankind, right? We used to say all sorts of things with man that we say human now. So language is changing because the new language users are being more efficient, more creative, more thoughtful about the language as they're learning it. So you can look up any language that's created by the meeting of two languages, and the adults in those situations won't be very good at the new language, but their children and their children's children will excel at the language. So you can take something like Nicaraguan Sign Language, which was created in a school for some students, and the original students who were in the school, the very first people to use the sign, were never quite fluent in it the way that the younger and younger and younger generations of users of Nicaraguan Sign Language are. So any language, any Creole, the younger people, the people that are born are going to transform the language. So English used to sound like reporting directly. And to me, that sounds old fashioned, right? Reporting directly. How about reporting directly? Or how about we're recording now? We're recording now. I'll direct you over there. I'll direct you over there. So you don't have to agree with me that this sounds younger, but this is a process that's taking place whether we acknowledge it or not. So yeah, what do you think about this schwa sound replacing unstressed syllables? I'd like to hear what your opinion is. And another thing that we do to sound younger, actually, no, I'll talk about that in another video because it's another topic. But thank you for tuning in and listening, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.